is partnered with Havoc Energy. More on that later. Hi, hello, and welcome back to my irrelevant little dust bunny under the underwear drawer of the internet. Today I have more of a commentary style video for you, and you may be wondering, hey Blu-ray, why? Well, my little eight-legged friends, that is because today we are talking about e-girls. No, not the great value emo kind. The gamer girl, Belle Delphine, cosplaying kind. Kind I may or may not be addicted to. My DMs are open. Though I am far from holier than thou, there is one cosplaying e-girl that rubs me the wrong way.
Nice!
I understand that a lot of these cosplayers use this outlet as a method of exposure for their other sites. It's a very broad interest with a massive demographic that is overall male dominant. And I have no issue whatsoever with beautiful women getting that bag from stinky, yucky men. And as a more recreational cosplayer, I love seeing anyone and everyone's cosplays. It's always been an interest of mine, and I love seeing all types of engagement within it. There are a couple places, however, where I do draw the line. One being, if you're going to do a spicier cosplay, or make spicier cosplay content, or make cosplay content that ultimately is to drive someone to a spicy site, don't cosplay minors. Ew! I know a lot of people use the argument that the character doesn't actually exist, but the cosplayer who is of age does exist. Yes, but there are arguably even more characters that are of age that you could cosplay if your ultimate intention is spicy content. To me, if you're not instantly feeling queasy watching somebody shake their half-naked booty dressed as a 10-year-old, it's a bit of a red flag. The second gray area I wanted to talk about that's actually the topic of today's video: editing your body to proportions so inhumane you rival the build of a Pixar mom. Oh my fucking god! I am aware that this is far from just an e-girl thing and is actually a most influencers thing. And again, I am far from somebody who's never struggled with their physical appearance. No, that's not the only reason I wear the mask. Have you seen what the fuck these AI are doing? Have you seen how realistic the deepfakes are? It's so scary. I don't want a deepfake of me admitting that I was alive on September 11th, 2001. For legal reasons, that was a joke. I was 8 months old when it happened. I mean, still doesn't mean that I couldn't. Yeah, I gotta stop. FBI wants to know your location. FBI, more like femboy bussy inspector. Fuck, I've barely entered into this and I already derailed, oh my god. So disclaimer before we finally dive in, I have no ill will towards this creator, nor is this any form of personal attack. I've simply been throwing this video idea around and putting it aside for months, but I've just gotten so tired of seeing this content that I've actually blocked the creator for a while. And I've just recently decided I do want to talk about this. Again, this is not an attack, and what this creator is doing is not inherently bad on the surface. These are just my irrelevant little opinions and takes, and you're welcome to take them or leave them. Before we get into that, I am partnered with Havoc Energy. Havoc Energy is the premier energy product by the content organization Team Havoc Studios. Havoc contains a mix of vitamins and healthy nootropics that combine into a lightweight caffeinated drink. Whether you're gaming, studying, working out, or just on that grind, Havoc has got you covered with your daily energy, focus, and performance boost, all while tasting great. I have some right here. If you would like to get some of your own Havoc Energy, you can click my affiliate link in the description or use my discount code Blu-ray10 for 10% off your order at checkout. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna kill myself. Today I want to talk about the e-girl Cyber Kitty or Sunny Ray on TikTok and other platforms. Sunny Ray makes e-girl cosplay content to different TikTok dance and transition trends. Nothing off on the surface. However, she's been called out a few times on TikTok for very obviously and disturbingly editing her body to ridiculous proportions. So ridiculous and obviously photoshopped that I first debated whether or not this was satire. It's not. Now you, like various others, may be on the side of who cares what she does with her body online, all other influencers do it. Or you may take the stance that sees the indirect harm that comes from these actions. By now, it is, or should be, a universally known fact that photoshopping women's bodies to unrealistic proportions further perpetuates the already ridiculously unhealthy beauty standards and expectations bestowed upon women. Yes, this is nothing new, with the ideal female mold being presented and changed in the media for centuries. And in the past several decades, with the internet and social media only evolving, and tools like Photoshop and other editing softwares becoming widely accessible, media that is heavily edited doesn't only come from magazines, celebrities, and pop culture outlets anymore. Anyone and everyone you see online could be fabricated into a completely distorted version of themselves, squeezing into the latest ideal form. Some photoshopping is pretty obvious.
Nice shot!
But some isn't. And even if it is to older teens and adults like us, kids are getting online at younger and younger ages nowadays, and though some of them are a lot more aware than we were when we were kids, because they're being brought up into an already developed social media world, and a lot of them are still going to see media like this and aim to look like that when they're older. Or young teenage girls are gonna see stuff like this and feel like shit, wondering why they can't look like that. Hell, I'm 22, fully aware of Photoshop and how the social media world works hand in hand with society's ideal views of women. But that doesn't stop me from feeling kinda shitty when I see a woman with a toothpick waist but simultaneously having a dump truck ass and skull-crushing thighs. My DMs are open.
Nice!
And even if I can tell that something like that is photoshopped, scrolling past this media in my feed still subconsciously reminds me that this is what the world wishes I looked like, what it wants me to wish I looked like, and what I, in fact, do not look like. Now, as I've said, as a 22-year-old woman who's been on the internet and worked in social media for a long time, I am literate in the algorithms, what draws attention, and I'm able to differentiate what is real and what is bullshit. But not everyone can do that. Not everyone has the necessary tools to separate complete and utter fabricated ideologies from real-life attainability. Wow, big words. I graduated from university, uwu. I'm not going to get into diet cultures and EDs, but as someone who has struggled in the past, I will just note that this type of media does not help. And there are people in her comments saying, "Oh, this has nothing to do with you. Oh, you're just self-conscious." No, this media does in fact fuel issues surrounding these areas, but that's where I'll leave that. Another issue that CyberKitty or Sunny Ray has come under fire for was whether or not she was addressing the editing, or just remaining silent, aiming to convince as many people as possible.
Well, every time someone calls her out for her body being photoshopped, she never admits to it. And people are very upset with that. Basically, they're saying that her not admitting to being photoshopped is adding to issues like body dysmorphia. Now, most people are saying they wouldn't have a problem with her doing this if she actually admitted it. But what do y'all think of this?
And same thing here, you can see some comments on the objective side, like, exactly, as someone who doesn't even know how to use Photoshop, I thought it was real. Just comments saying she blocked people who called her out or privated videos, and others just playing the insecurity card again. So another YouTuber by the name of Salem Tovar did a video on this phenomenon and how TikTok is kind of like the new wave Tumblr, both fueling unhealthy and unrealistic body expectations. In their video, they mentioned how TikTok and Tumblr both changed how the high school kids of their time viewed and interacted with internet culture as a whole. While Tumblr was often blatantly pro-ED and so on, current booming platforms like Instagram and TikTok follow the same kind of paths, just in more subtle and prepackaged ways. And as we've seen here on our own deep dive, Salem points out that Whenever someone calls out a TikTok creator for body checking or for editing without transparency, they are simply deemed jealous or insecure. Just like when Sunny Ray was called out for photoshopping and deleting comments or blocking people who pointed it out. But TikTok creator Give Me an Egg made a video calling her out on her editing and blocking people, which caused Sunny Ray to suddenly post a Band-Aid cover-up type comment, saying, "But why are you so upset? I'm not trying to hide anything, lol, I'm a cosplayer. The whole point is to look cartoon-like."
Oh my god, I didn't even realize she commented. Okay, first of all, thank you for unblocking me. That's probably why I didn't see the comment. Great question, why I'm upset. I'm so glad you were trying to learn and understand. So, basically, you're editing your videos, pretending that it's real, accepting the comments, and then you have thousands of people, millions, who think that it's real, and they feel horrible about themselves. And then when people are like, you edit your videos, you reply, it's under the sauce. Like, that's so... If you don't see an issue with that, then okay, but let's continue anyway. Then you go ahead and post a video where you're like, I actually don't edit my videos, and then it's so obvious that you edited your face in that one. We see your chin move, you took it down, but we saw your chin move, we saw your cheeks move, like, it was very obvious that you edited that. You were victimizing yourself, you were saying, I didn't know it was a secret, but like, people aren't stupid. Like, we know what's going on. So that's the issue. You can, I said this in another video, you can edit yourself like as much as you want, but don't trick people into thinking that's you, because it's not you.
While I have no issue with editing to look cartoony or fit more canonically to the character you're cosplaying, it's different when you're intentionally molding your body to ridiculous proportions, trying hard to make those proportions and that editing look real, and not disclosing the editing, and deleting comments or blocking people who notice. That's what's not okay. And then trying to gaslight people when you get enough of them calling you out, like, yeah, duh. It's obvious I edited them. I wasn't trying to hide it. I'm just cosplaying. No, you were trying to pass it off. But like I said, it's edited and exaggerated to such a ridiculous extent that that editing basically... Why did I stretch out basically like that? Basically. That editing basically speaks for itself. But if you're not going to be transparent about it, that doesn't make it perfectly fine. There's no issue with editing yourself a bit if that's what you need to feel more confident. We're all a little guilty. However, contributing to a dangerous, unhealthy, misogynistic standard, not only online but in the cosplay community that has many young enjoyers, and to act like it's real, that's not good. Oh yeah, and don't do it dressed like a child.
全力キュンキュン始めるよ Let's go キュンからの逆キュンからのバッキュンからのドッキュン
Anyway, I've said my piece. Let's look at some of her stuff. You guys know that trend that's like around the world, around, and it's like to show your ass or whatever? Yeah, that trend. Also, the creator of that short is Desi. We love Desi. We do not hate on Desi. We love Desi here. This is a Desi love train. Desi love train. I love you, Desi. Sunny Ray did a TikTok to it, but she couldn't even turn around from facing forward because the editing would fuck up. I'm to the point now where some of them just make me laugh. Like, imagine Mrs. Incredible. Fucking Elastigirl. Getting a tummy tuck and a BBL and then filming TikTok dances. Like, you're not fucking real, bro. I mean, there's times where I'm convinced, like, she's not even trying. Look at this. Look at her outfit move, bro. Oh my god, literally as I'm shooting this, my favorite adorable, unproblematic e-girl posted a video of her doing a cute, unedited dance as her adult self. Let's go simp. I mean, show support.
Nice.
Cute kitty song. I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's really cute, and it's, I don't know if it would copyright me or not, but it's really she's so cute and I love her, and look at her go. Whoa, whoa.
Anyway, I think I will leave the video here. I did a little e-girl cosplay photo shoot for y'all in my beautiful, natural, real, unedited glory. And if you say it's edited, I'm gonna block you. Enjoy! I think that's everything.